Good morning and welcome to the Monday Morning Minute. Just wanted to apologize for the past couple of weeks that I have not submitted a Monday Morning Minute. The winds of life begin to blow and takes you in different directions every once in a while, so I had some other things to attend to. But I realized one thing, that the winds may blow and I can't change them, but I can certainly change my sails and move in a direction that works for me. Which leads me to today's conversation, which is really, again, about perspective. Everything is about perspective. Life is completely about perspective. What I realized in these 2 weeks away from you is that a lot of the things that I've talked about on these Monday Morning Minutes and in my blogs and everything that I've done is I'm trying to teach you certain things about life. And in reality, who says I'm right? I mean, realistically, I could be wrong about everything. You could be right about everything, or vice versa. It really doesn't matter. Perspective is simple. It's just your way of looking at things and deciding what works for you. Consider this, that if you wake up and you just don't have a sense of joy in your life and you feel like you're spinning your wheels and just going from one day to the next, collecting a paycheck, going home, sitting on the couch, watching TV, getting a little heavy. Every once in a while, a little glimmer of sunshine comes, but more often than not, it's just kind of a grind. If this is the world that you're living in, then it's possible, just possible, that your perspective is a little bit off, meaning that the way you look at things makes you feel a certain way. And when we feel a certain way, we behave a certain way. And when we behave that way, our outcome is a reflection of that. So it's not easy sometimes to know that that's even happening to you. But hopefully a video like this makes you start to think. Really, what is going on with me? Why am I not getting what I want? Maybe it's time for a little bit, just a little bit improvement in the way you see things, to improve the way you feel about yourself, to improve the way you behave, and to basically improve your entire outcome. You know, it's been said that what you are speaks so loudly that I can't hear a word you're saying. And really that hinges itself back to perspective. What you feel inside, the way you interpret your world, stays with you all day. And it's contagious, the way you feel and your ultimate perspective. If your perspective improves and you can find a way to see the silver lining in otherwise ugly situations, people will resonate with that. They will want to be around that. And in essence, your joy, your happiness, your new perspective will infuse them. That will bring their day to a new place. That'll also bring your perspective up even higher and improve the quality of your joy and happiness. So today I want to add a little bit of my own personal perspective, and you can take it for whatever it's worth. And I realized this many years ago, and yet I haven't quite perfected it, but I pay attention to it every day, and it's this. It's about time. You see, time is so important. It's the greatest commodity that you have. You can't buy another minute in life. Sure, you can buy new cars, new homes, take vacations, get all these wonderful things that we believe will bring us joy and happiness. But that isn't usually the truth. The truth is this: the joy and happiness is already within you. You just have to find a way to let it out through perspective. So with that being said, please stop wasting time. What do you mean, Doc? What I mean is this. I'll give you an example of my own life. Over the weekend, my wife and I disagreed on some simple topic at home. And in the past, I would have withdrawn myself and felt as though she was violating me, and I wanted to stand firm on my ground, on my perspective. I see it this way, she's wrong, and I'm not giving in. What I'm in essence doing is wasting time, and I'm letting my ego get the best of me because I need to be right. So I practice this and I realize I need to let that ego go. You know, it doesn't matter whether I'm right or she's right. The most important thing is that I put my ego aside so that I can get to truly what I want. I married my beautiful wife to be happy, to love her, and to give to her. And what I've realized over my lifetime, in a sense of perspective, that when I'm in a relationship, I have to be willing to give. Relationships are all about giving. I'm not there to get anything. I'm there just simply to give. And because of that perspective, I seem to be getting back everything I wanted. But I don't want to waste time. I don't know when my journey or her journey will end. And I don't want it to end prematurely and waste this precious time to be happy and joyful. Over the weekend, my community lost a great man, Hugo Godotti, and I want to send out a shout out to Sally, his wife, and all the kids who I grew up with. I certainly feel your pain, as I did when I lost my own dad. But I think that in a time when these types of things happen, we really get a better perspective about how short life really is and how important the special moments are. And it's all hinged around time. So this weekend, I'm asking you just to consider putting your ego aside and finding the joy and the happiness in any situation, and just stop arguing. Stop trying to be right. Remember that time is key. If you've lost somebody in the past already, then you know what I'm talking about. 10 minutes with your mom or your dad who's passed, or God forbid your child. What is that worth to someone? Why are we wasting another moment dealing with garbage? This week, enjoy the life that you have. Reach out to somebody that you may have been putting off for a long time. Spend some time with your family even more, and realize that the time that you have is precious, and don't waste another minute of it. Can't wait to see you next week on the Monday Morning Minute. I'm your host, Dr. Pete Prococo. See you then.